Alrighty, guys. Welcome in. Kaizen, how's it going? We're going to be doing some ZZZ today. There's some events going on that are ending before the end of this patch. So, like a day plus. I'm going to catch up on those. Nothing significant story-wise, but we just want to make sure we get those in, get those done. Alright, guys, and you finished the Archon quest, or have you started doing the event? Have you gotten your VOD yet? So I have something I want to say about Act 8. What's up? Haven't started eventing yet? Okay. Luckily, it doesn't take too long to get to the part where you can do the games to get the Ahoda. Shouldn't DMs though, because it's from Final Moments. Okay. You know what I should also do? I should do the thing where I get more people helping out here instead of just Travis every time. But I think I have to hang out with like other characters to do that. Alright, 20 polychromes. Let's go. And then there's this thing. Oh, so an hour left. Nothing to buy. Can also do the combat stuff. Actually, let's do my other dailies too before I forget. Okay, Sense. Is that the common consensus among everyone who finished Act 8? Let me see. The first part, I think everyone is in agreement of that. As for the second thing where you said it's almost certainly yada yada yada, I don't know about that. But yeah, we hopefully will find out what's going on there. Oh, Boss Rock, congrats on first. I finally got wireless. Oh, nice. Which one did you get? Did you get over the ear or like buds? Cause like I have AirPods, which are the buds, but I don't like having my ear for like 6 hours or something like that for very long. Over the ears, those get you get like a just an overall better kind of surrounding feel. They might not be as great for like noise canceling or anything like that, but I feel like you just get better sound that way. Let me give you some points, Boshak. Congrats on first. 20 Prima Gems, let's go.
When you lose your way.
Oops, sorry, Captain. Hyper headsets. Ooh, so I can hear you via Bluetooth. Let's go. Wireless is so convenient, as long as there's no like significant latency. I feel like maybe that's what the second Nodcry boss is even, because I'm pretty sure the boss instead of Shania is probably Piero.
Add Astra. Thank you for completing today's
Possibly.
commissions. Here is your.
Level 50, let's go. That's a free standard pull.
What the fae?
What the fey? Teapot. We'll do a second Lucia boss for Nodcry. The map is not fully available yet, or at least we can't get the statue of the 7 fully leveled yet, so
This realm is truly beginning to thrive.
who knows? But yeah, we'll see.
If you ever have any.
Alright, we have a standard pull. We don't have a ton of pity, so I doubt we're getting anything. It's at like 12 or something. Yep, it's at 11, so this will take us to 12. Let's see what we get on standard, and then find out how many pulls we have, and then switch over to Star Rail, do those dailies. Here we go. This will take us up to 12. Come on, Kutching. We haven't gotten Kutching in like a year and a half. Boom. Come on. Nothing. By the way, I snapped last night and canceled the GameStop online order. 2 weeks and not even shipped yet. Yeah, no, that's fairly typical of GameStop. And apparently they made it official and they put in a bid for eBay for like $60 billion. I'm like, GameStop doesn't have $60 billion. What are you talking about? Okay, let's see. So we have 5 on Intertwined Fates. So 34. 94. 256. All right, still over trend line, but I don't like that the last 3 days we've only gained 1 Prima Gem, or not Prima Gem, 1 pull each. That bit makes me feel like whoever runs GameStop is just a massive troll. I mean, we'll see. They put in the bid, and they said they're being backed by like some bank somewhere or something like that. I don't know how I feel about GameStop seeking to buy eBay. Basically would kill my only means of reliably getting used games. I'm sure someone else will pop up to fill that void. Oh, we gotta do Cosmicon at some point. I already did this week, right? Yes. have a lot of these tickets. I was like Tanuki getting a full 5-star circle in Fae. Wait, how so? Just need to use up these tickets. Also, Hello Plushy says hello, hello, hello. Was something while they determined last night? What's up? Regarding what? Still don't have too many tickets. Why do I have so many? What are the chances of GameStop actually getting the eBay deal? I don't know. If they're really looking for a buyer and they're the only one who puts a bid in, who knows? Don't think the P4 remake is going to end up on my favorite shelf unless massive changes are made. Oh, why so? Right, we're at 23 plus 11, so 34 plus 84, so 118. All right. Failure. What was that for? Welcome in, Sparkle. How's it going? Hey, Doodles, welcome in as well. Doing just the first season of The Night Manager over the past week. There it is. Thank you for the redeems. For the season 2 finale, because right now, is that the one you were warned about? It's according to my grandmother. Yeah, it's like your 4th favorite character. Well, that's how they elicit emotional reactions. Is this a puddle? I didn't even notice that before. Huh. Never noticed that. Is it? Oh, no, like splash or anything like that. Huh. Sorry, wrong soundbite. No worries. Congrats on the 165 stream streak. The games I'm putting there are all ones that feel more important than P4G did. Right, but this is not like a straight port, so hopefully it's making changes that you end up really liking. But it distracted me. Among the 3 modern, it's your least favorite, right? But it's also the one that's like not been modernized yet, so we'll see. Keep an open mind, hope for the best, but be prepared in case it's not like amazing. Gonna theorize that your second favorite character is gonna die in the finale based on people saying that Jonathan and Teddy's relationship is doomed. Hey Destiny, welcome in. How you doing today? Alright, we gotta do these negative. There's no spoilers here. This is basically just reading stuff. Hollow Zero completion percentage might be a good idea. Is it changing soon before the new season? I can probably do some of those today. Get those rewards. See how much I cry tomorrow when I watch episode 5 and 6. Okay, let's see. I got a whole bunch of these wrong before, so we'll see. Ignorant jerk, bullying mutt, thick-headed rock, Denny's, right on the counter. Such a bad dog, pretending not to see. If it doesn't take the Denny's, I don't get my magazine. I already jumped as high as possible. It still pretended not to see, even barking at me. I'll knock it down. Get off that counter. Let's settle this. Woof woof. Could another address be provided? The owner said the magazine can be mailed over. Yeah, we're gonna remove that negative review. Sorry, I didn't see you, meaning you couldn't purchase the magazine. Woof. See, he apologized. Excited for Lucia. Nothing more. What about the story, though? What about the story? Because we're getting to the end of the season. So I went through the list of games that are released that I need to get still and sort it into like 4 sections. What's the biggest priorities? Last week I ran into a giant monster in the city. It charged at me and stole my hero's courage. Now my soul is still drifting around out there. And I can't read, and I can't go to school like normal. Need proper rest and tons of chips and candy to recover. The doctor won't write me a sick note. He said I should still keep going to school and fill that emptiness with knowledge. That's not right. Liar, the doctor's the worst. Yeah, this is, we're gonna remove those negative reviews. It's just a kid who doesn't want to go to school. Have the case will be in favorites. And have the case will not be in favorites. Don't have case will be in favorites, and don't have case won't be. Okay, simple enough. The drink had a hint of motor oil. Looked up and sure enough, the owner was a construct. This is blasphemy. We coffee purists will never allow something like this. Thanks for taking the time to leave a review. I hope our coffee sets you up with a great mood for the day. The comment contains personal attacks against construct residents. Yeah. Okay, these were easier than the last set of ones. I'm telling you, that guy, Dewey, must be a construct who's mastered dark magic. That kind of technique, where one light press can make someone pass out on the massage table, has to be one of those strange rituals the book talks about. Be extremely careful around him. Old Dewey's posture correction studio is here to give everyone the most comfortable experience. Strange rituals and dark magic. That's this store doesn't offer anything like that. It's just a few simple massage techniques. It's a legitimate massage parlor. There's no dark magic going on. Please take on the review. Alright, these are all pretty easy. 4 is the longest, so you don't have the case and won't be... I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Obviously, like, favorites is going to be, like, a smaller section, so... 20 versus 3 and 4 and 10. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. 3 Bangbu playing dumb, waddling around on those stubby legs. I asked the price, no answer. Gonna smack it out of them, come out here and throw down. That's not it. A price was already quoted, but this Bangbu refused to hear us out, even threatened to give us a beating. What are we supposed to do now? Sob sob. Seeking help, the shop is hiring a Bangbu skilled in combat. Interested parties, please contact Knock Knock. Or on Knock Knock. Store is actually pretty good. The Tong Sui tastes great. And the prices are fair. It's just next time anyone passes by, no matter how hard the owner pushes it, absolutely do not try the new drink called Mint Lime Popping Candy Tong Sui. Even now, it's been 3 hours. Feels like it's darting around inside my throat, punching up into my head every time it jumps. So I'm really sorry. I already pulled it from the menu. Thanks for the feedback. I'm gonna keep the review. Oh, there's still 2 more we have to unlock? Alright. 180 polychromes? Let's go. 2 is 5. Okay. So basically 8 that are going to go into favorites. BRB, Gun Genshin. Okay, no worries. Also, Sparkle, do you know how to check your wish history? Because that might be able to tell us like some of the incomplete information on the charts. Hold on, my chart's not loading. It might be able to help us figure out when those were and how many polls. You don't have to do it now. I'm just wondering if you know how to do it, and I can tell you what I need later on. But like, for example, on... You can tell us when you got the Mona C3. You can tell us when you got the Gene C1 when you're going for Columbina, and how many polls it took, stuff like that. And actually, if you check within the next week, you could also probably tell us how many polls it took to get Farina. Well, no, I guess you were pulling on and off. And then... And then, too, on the standard banner, we could probably figure out when you got certain one of those standards, because I know we were confused about a lot of that. Some from not favorites may get moved, as I haven't played all of them yet. So, like, both series of Ace Attorney spin-offs aren't set to be in favorites, but that's because I've only ever played the mainline one. 13th set to go to favorites. Category 1 and 3. Oh, wait. Daito, how's it going? Done. Done what? What's up? How you doing today? Breath 1, Tales of Vesperia, and Breath of the Wild, Category 1. I did with the... Wait, did you get one? I have not yet seen one. Like, I'm looking through not just, like, pulling on my main account, but my other two... I have 2 alts, so I have 3 accounts total. And I still have yet to get the new Meloetas. And then I haven't even seen them on, like, Wonderpool on all 3 of mine either. Like, not a single one. The FA would have to be a trade, though. I can trade. I don't know what I have that you might want, but I'll give you anything. Berseria, how do you say that again? Celia? Paper Mario. Kelsey 1 and 2. Near. I should probably get near physical at some point. Or do I? Maybe I have it. Hold on. Do I have physical? Oh, I do. I had that one physical. Nice. Pokemon Violet, Legends EA, Tears of the Kingdom, Freedom Planet, and Ace Attorney are in Category 3. 1 to 3 is Japanese only. You're how I found out in your... Okay. So yes, you have it. Thank you. Oh, Daito shared. Let's go. Daito for the win. Do you have Trico or Grovile? Wait, what's FA? Oh, full art? Let's see. Trico and Grovile or any full art. Let's see. Category 4 is long, so I don't think it fits in the Twitch chat message. Probably not. If you have a list, though, you can probably screenshot it, put it in the Discord. Full art. Yeah, because it's over 4 diamonds. Let me see. Oh, trade-off received. Let me see. Trade partners wish list. I do have Grovile. Let's see, and you said Trico or Grovile. I have Trico and Grovile. Yeah, these are the full arts. Then let's see here. Are these ones that you don't have, or are these just all of mine? Let me see. Oh, these are just all the ones I have that are that are equal in terms of like ready. Yo, boy, Red, welcome in. Have you tried or played or tried to play or planned to try to play NTE? It's on my radar. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Any of them is fine. Any of what? Trico Grovile, or is there anything else here that you really want? Or are Trico and Grovile your priorities? Because I have both those. Open to potential suggestions to expand Category 4 as well. I assume you know the kinds of games I like by this point. Generally, I think. But yeah, do you want Trico or Grovile or something else? Is there something that you see that you want? If you want me to zoom in on one, feel free to let me know. Want the Grovile? Let's go. All right. So trade Trico line is your favorite, is in your favorite starter line. Okay, cool. Well, I have the Trico if you ever want it. Bum, bum, bum. Wait, your boy, right? Have you been playing it? I know Kaizen and Destiny tried out a little bit of it. Alright, so now we do this adventure footage freeze frame. Is this just the puzzle thing? Like, I might not even read the dialogue for that. Let's see, important footage restoration is currently underway. Now showing a hollow adventure dream by Bang Boo. Is this just the puzzle thing? Only have a day left on this. This is probably just the puzzle thing. Chat with a stranger outside the shop. I started it. Right now you can get free standard 5-star for logging in. Yeah, I think I heard something like that. This in category 4 screenshot looks weird because it didn't note, so I have it on my phone while shopping. Oh, no worries. Hold on, I get this Meloetta first. Let's go. Thank you, Daito. Remember, guys, I am accepting all Meloetta cards in TCG Pocket. And then we're going to add both those to my binder, my Meloetta binder. This one's got the holographic border. Or the shiny border. Alright. I like that. 20 was because I remember someone playing it and thought it looked interesting. Oh, Rowana. How's Rowana doing? I haven't heard from them in forever. What was your favorite? Thanks to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Oh, nice. I don't think I've played the Mystery Dungeon games yet, but it's been recommended. Second is Mega Sceptile, because it's cool as heck. I think I remember seeing Mega Sceptile, yeah. So you like the whole line, right? The whole... Haven't heard from them either. Not since Times Community basically collapsed. I mean, they still have a Discord, and I think I've seen Rowana posting on there from time to time. I don't check super often, but like when I do check, it looks like they're all still kind of chatting it up. Yeah. Do you want me to just send you any Trico cards I have and Grovile cards I have? Sceptile cards. Mellow has 2 forms. Complete. Alright. Daito, do you have this one? I don't even know what one this is from. That's fine. I just want 2 of each. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we have the non-hollow, just the regular ones for the entire line as well. Let's see, hopefully this video store Enzo mentioned has a better plan. What are you talking about? I have to fix a bang boo. Don't have regular Sceptile. Let's go. I got 2 megas. I'm still missing that one. Nice. Well, I will send you this one because I'm probably gonna get a bunch more anyway. Because I'm gonna keep pulling on this pack to get the Meloeras. So I sent that over. Sad thing is, Portal 1 and 2 don't have physicals on Switch. Have you checked internationally? Do they have physical elsewhere? Or is it just digital everywhere? Time for the finale. The farce is over. In the end, the strong emerge victorious. Oh, it is a puzzle thing. Move all the puzzle pieces to the correct positions to complete the puzzle. Press Y to view the complete puzzle. Press Y to return to the puzzle screen. Look at Nicole collecting all the Denny's. Complete each puzzle to get corresponding rewards. Press RS to shuffle the puzzle and try again. I don't want to... Let's see. No, I don't want to. Let's see what we're dealing with here. This one's easy. I already had the middle set for you. It just doesn't exist. People think Valve just didn't care, which kind of makes sense. They've run the biggest digital storefront in gaming, so I doubt they care for physical media. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Fortunately, I've been slacking on not doing events. On which game? Where is it? All three? Let me see. Well, it looks like you have about 50 polls in each of the games, but yeah, some of those events might help. Even if it's just like so this one here is super easy, it's just puzzles. This is just tedious. This one right here, because like they're all just in the same spot, just swapped over. Because it's basically solved. Oh, you done this one? Okay. Yeah, this one's pretty easy. And have you finished the one in Genshin? Like the big one with the whole like Yehoda and all that. By the way, they already uploaded the ending cutscene to their YouTube channel, so if you haven't finished that yet, avoid the channel. Wait, did I screenshot that? Destined Photo Duo, what brought us together? Barely started. Okay. Yeah, that one wasn't too bad. It was pretty short, but you can get all that stuff. Just got the orange melota from a friend pull thing. Oh, let's go if you want to send it to me. Because Because you can share, or if you want to trade it for something, I can trade you. Oof, okay. Oh, I see. They just did everything as a pattern. Redo Rhapsody. No way. There's no way something like this could happen. Have you seen my featured binder? I have not. Is there any cool absols you're going to part with? Sure. I don't know if any would be, because you can only trade ones that are the same rarity. But try trading it to me, and I'll see what I got that's the same rarity, so I can send you. So if you want to initiate a trade with the one you have, and then I'll show you any one that you can choose from. Have you seen my feature binder? Let me take a look. Daito. Whoa. Like Cubones, Kangaskhan. Oh, I can't just like scroll through them. Got the Alolan Marowak. Cubone, Shinies. Kangaskhan, Cubone, Marowak. I like this one. You're gonna make a binder with your Trico line. Um, let's see. Not yet. Working on the Trico one. Which one's your favorite Pokemon? This is only my first time doing anything in this game besides just opening packs. Ooh, I don't know if you've unlocked trading then yet. Well, no, because you're level... Okay, well, anyway, on the bottom, do you see this, the one that looks like the 3 people... Oh, wait, here, trade in progress. That's probably it. View. Okay, so there's that Meloetta. Now, let's see what's available here. So there's 114 cards to choose from. Let's see if any of them are Absol. Because I think Absol... Yeah, so Absol is a different rarity. Actually, what rarity is this one? 3 diamond. Okay, so let's take a look at what your options are, Kaizen. So do you see anything here that you would be interested in? Especially if I have more than one, I can easily give you more. If you want me to go back, I can scroll through more. I know Cubo and Kangaskhan relation was rejected on the beta version, but I still count it. Alolan Raichu. This one? Is it this one? Oh, it's not Alolan. Which one's Alolan? This one. This one? Good with that one? Yeah? Okay. So yeah, for that particular Meloetta, the ones that you saw here are of the same rarity. I can trade you those. And then... wait, Daito, how many stars or diamonds was the full art one? Was that 1 star? 2 star? Yeah, because this one is 3 diamond. But if you get the one that's full art, that's a higher rarity, so it might be actually available for an Absol. Actually, I'll check. After this trade goes through, I'll see if I can trade you the Absol, and I'll see what rarity it is. Okay, let's see here. I see Grace's face. Oh, is everything just kind of flipped? That's easy. Wait. The heck? Oh, it's just okay. It's disconnected. I will never not find Alolan Raichu lore funny. Just like Alolan Raichus, I know you want everyone's Meloetas. Reconnect. Retry. Reconnect. Oh, what is going on? Am I still online? Standard full arts are 1 star. Okay. No. Alright, log in again. Uh-oh, are the servers down for ZZZ? What's going on? Am I still online? Rainbow full art are 2 star. Okay. Stream is live, so this is a ZZZ thing, I guess. Okay. Transformation. Yeah, how many is this one? Ooh, that might not be tradable. Is that one tradable? Because it's got like 2 of the things at the bottom. Like the little... Is he not working for you? Yeah, it's like... It says servers... Oh wait, maybe working. Maybe it's working now? Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Secret maintenance, maybe. Good excuse to take a look at DMs. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? Big shinies are... Oh, they are tradable? Okay, but then they're only tradable for other big shinies, right? Category 4. Persona, Ace Attorney, Persona, Octopath, Trails in the Sky, first chapter. Pokemon Sword, Hyrule Warriors. So these are ones that you don't have, right? Monster Hunter, Ori, Crash, Naruto, Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh yeah, Showtime. I need to pick that up. Because I'm sure that's gonna be hard to find like 10 years away or 10 years down the road. But they're expensive to trade. A lot of that's right, the Shine Dust. I don't have that. I don't have the case for, and would be non-favorite, but still want to own. Okay. Okay, so we can trade those guys in, but they would take a lot of Shine Dust, and you would need to trade another 2-star shiny as well. But they're tradable. Only ones that are not tradable yet are Immersive S, Gold, and promos. Okay. Yeah, there's a promo Meloetta. Did you guys get those from the new event? Did you guys get that one? I have like 4 on here, I think, or something like that. Let me check. I have some on my alts, and I would like to move those over if I can, but we can't at the moment. Yeah, I have 4 on my main here. You got like 2. Yeah, I got 4 on my main, and I got some on the... Oh, no, I think one of these I bought from the shop, because you can get one from the shop. But then 3 of them I got through the the free single packs that you were able to get from the event. No, because I've never done anything but open packs. Okay. Well, I think you... Do you get some shine dust from opening, or does that only from like battles and stuff? I had to use the ticket to get the Zygarde 100%. Ah, okay. I just used the ticket on Mellow. I didn't even hesitate. Am I missing any of the Zygardes? What was that? Oh, so I have them all. Do I have this Eevee? I just want to see it. Let me see it. Hey, Boshai, thank you for the hydrates. I did get it. Okay. Legendary Gunner hates me. No. Thank you for the stretch as well. And the posture check. My comments, please. I gotta scroll. I was looking at Pokemon cards. Boshak, did you get any Meloettas? You should send me those. Fae Heroes is full max at 300. Oh, you can get more space. You just have to redeem like orbs. 38k left after our trade. Oh, okay. That might be enough though. Actually, I don't know. Let's find out. So yeah, it sounds like you are getting some shine dust. You just don't have a lot. Ooh, 30,000. So I have enough. You have enough. Do you have 2-star shine card or shiny cards? How do I check? So, click the binder icon at the bottom, second icon, and then just search from here under your cards, and then go to under rarity. You want this icon right here that shows the 2-star shiny or whatever, and then you'll see these are the ones that I have. Really need to clean my reserves and heroes. I have a lot. Me too. Maybe we do that on our next hero stream. We just take the time, clear up our barracks. I always say I'm gonna merge your fodder later, and they're still there. You have 3: Lucario, Pikachu, and Lycanroc. I don't have any of those. So I can trade you... Granted, this is going to use up all your shine dust. Try and build up your shine dust again in case you get more Meloetas so we can trade again. But I can trade you this one right now because you have enough. Would you want the Pikachu? Whatever you want to give me there. Pikachu's fine. Hold on, my other phone is also not loading. Let me reload that. Alright, and then we were in the middle of this one, and then it froze. We're disconnected, I should say. I was like, puzzle's completed. Why are you not recognizing the completed puzzle? There we go. Most of the heroes I want to build haven't gotten their refine yet, and it wouldn't be the first time I waste a premium skill on a unit and then refine overlaps. Or is it, yeah, no, that's a concern. You might as well just wait. Is that Jufufu? Yes. This looks like it is Corin. I see the pattern. Just wait, maybe not. Hey, it's Wise. Where's Belle? Alright. Marcia's getting a refine. Can't wait for that. Or Marcia? Is it Marcia or Marcia? Marcia. Remember when Fjorm's refine remix shut off her own... I do remember that, actually. Original Reinhardt refine when? No, that's not happening. Offer made. Refresh. Trade. Kaizen now has the shiny Absol. Shiny Mega Absol EX. Pikachu. The refined stuff confuses me. For the most part, I generally don't pay attention unless I have the character. Greatest Pokemon card ever made. How much more do I have? I have 215 shine dust. So guys, remember, if you get a Meloetta, please send me your Meloettas. She does say her name in... How do you know if a character has a refine? Well, usually they'll announce when like characters are getting a refine soon. But as far as whether or not a character already got a refine, when you level them up, they'll have additional skills available. But that's how you can check. So again, yeah, either they'll announce it ahead of time so you know one's coming, or if you want to check if a character already got a refine, It's also easy, especially if you have one that's leveled up from previously, and then when you go and check, it's like, oh, they have new moves that you can learn. Some random geek, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How was your stream? There's a refine tab. If there's a refine, you can see them there. If not, there'll be a giant X. Welcome in. How was your stream? Can we get a shout out, please? Thank you, Weeb. Kirok, welcome in. How's it going? Geeko's crying. Why? Was it a good try or not a good try? Let's see here. If you're just joining in, we're playing some Zenless Zone Zero. We're doing these puzzles. There's usually a pattern to how they did this. It looks like they just rotated the top row. Oops. Let's see, it was fine. I was playing Final Fantasy V while also talking politics. Which was the crying part about? Was it Final Fantasy or politics? Because, not gonna lie, there was one well, maybe more than one particular day in politics when I basically cried myself to sleep. Yep. Anyways, what game is this? It looks cool. Zenless Zone Zero, which is an action game, but this is like one of the side events. Like, so it's like a mini game here, like a puzzle kind of thing. So we're solving the puzzle. Looks like this set goes over here. I wish you could select multiple pieces. That's the middle. And then it looks like this goes in the top corner. Oops. And then this one goes over here. And then these get switched. Is Jufufu judging? Update is soon out for what? Any suggestions besides Xenoblade 3? Assuming you'll say that for Category 4. I mean, yeah, Xenoblade 3. Are you into Xenoblade X? Yeah, so if you're not familiar with this game, Zenless Zone Zero, it's another game from Hoyoverse, so the same makers as Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, but this is more like a combo-based action fighter. A couple days left. Yes. Should be Wednesday. I'll double check that actually. It might not be Wednesday. It might be Tuesday. Turns out your headset's called Hyper Gear Vibe. Oh, nice. Okay. I have friends in poverty, and I'm told to accept that capitalism will always be around. It doesn't always have to be around. It means that my friends will always be in poverty. If I'm crying for my friends. That's understandable. Know nothing about Xenoblade X. It's definitely it's a different game than the others. There are similarities in terms of like mechanics and stuff like that, but there are vast differences. So whereas like Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3 are more story based, right? Xenoblade X is more. Think of it like it feels like it should be an MMO, but it's not. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of sort of is, but not really. Like, it wants to be an MMO. Let's put it that way. Also, it's much more of a modern setting than the other ones. Yo, Leslie's welcome in. As for Meloetta, no you. Do you have any Meloettas? They're tired of being... Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. Yeah, capitalism as it is doesn't always have to be as it is. I think there are aspects about capitalism that can be like can be taken and can be utilized, but I don't think everything has to be as it currently is. And society doesn't have to be all one or all the other either. I think that's part of the problem. The good news, I'm gonna get Tomodachi Life this week or next. Oh, nice. Only one I've tried was 2. Hated the gameplay. Yeah, they're all, even 1, 2, and 3 all have slightly different gameplay. Redeeming part was the cast being phenomenal outside of Tora. This looks like old school memory card. Yeah, so this is just like a side mini game. They the Hoyo games always have these like limited events, and what they usually do with these is they basically try and they'll do different genres of games of gameplay styles to kind of like keep things varied and interesting and things like that. So this is just, oh, is it? Oh my god, it's also, okay, hold on. So it looks like these are, yeah, this one's not, it's not, they're not randomized, which is kind of actually frustrating because it's so easy. So it looks like now they want me to swap the left and the right. And then once they're swapped, the entire left side needs to be flopped top to bottom as well. Hey, thank you for the follow. If you guys are here for the first time, by the way, my name is Christian. I stream every day on this channel. This is day 2727, 2727. We stream mostly games like Fire Emblem and other Nintendo games, like Zelda and Pokemon and Xenoblade. Claim all. Yeah, I can show you a little bit of the actual gameplay in a second here too, if you're curious. But yeah, if you're familiar with like Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, same company. So there are like gacha mechanics in terms of pulling characters. Strong opinions. Yeah, I've been to your streams before. Anyway, how's the stream going? So far, so good, except for apparently he's got disconnected a few times. But we're good now. It's an action RPG. Yeah, I can probably show you a little bit of the gameplay if you guys want to see that. Also, let me click that. And then let's see what we can work on. We have fun little minigame events for various genres, so they keep it like very varied. So that way people there's a little bit for everyone in these Hoyo games, which is good. Let's see. Yeah, we have characters that we can pull for using gacha systems, and then we can build them up. Let's see here. I think we're working on mostly Idhari. Alice at least has her core skill fully leveled. She basically has everything except the Notorious Hunt drops that we need. So I don't have to worry about that too much right now. Tomorrow I can worry more about it. Well, who else? So now I'm looking at their other skills that I need to level up. I think next would be Anby. Let me see. Everyone else has decent levels there. I don't really use you as much. Yeah, let's focus on what Anby needs so I can show you the gameplay. Also, you need this too. Every genre of game gets an event at some point. Get a Fall Guys clone, dating sim, puzzles, arcade shooter. Even had fishing. Actually, let me check first what's recommended for Anby, so I don't like waste my resources here. Yeah, resource management, guys, in this game. Well, all the Hoyo games. There you are. So in terms of skill priority, what's recommended for her? I haven't really used her yet. Besides core skill, obviously. So basic and special. I'm back to that in a second. Oh, that's not basic. Shoot, that's dodge. Well, luckily dodge is... Oh, that's like the worst one to level up. Whoops. It's okay. It looks like we have a lot of resources for this particular one. Okay, besides those, the next one to focus on chain attack. Let's see. What is the best fishing minigame in video games? I vote for the fishing game minigame in Breath of Fire 3. That's a good question. I would have to think about all the ones I've played that have fishing games. You know, it's weird too. Like the Pokemon games, I feel like they change the fishing mechanic from time to time, and some of them are like, "This is great," and then they change it, and then like a next generation one, and it's like, "Well, this is awful." Xenoblade X have a good cast of characters, because for me, an RPG lives and dies by like the quality of its cast, which is why P4 was my least favorite. I will say, I think Xenoblade X was the first time I heard Cassandra's voice. She plays Lin Ku. But there's some good characters in X. Again, it's not as story based as the other ones. There is a story. And it seems like Xenoblade X was meant to be the first in an episodic series of Xenoblade games, because it's not directly tied to 1, 2, and 3. Because whereas 1, 2, and 3 seem to take place in more of like a fantasy like world, X seems like it's more like real world, but in the far future. Stand By There has never been a good fishing game. Awful and Less Awful. Played Stardew Valley or Breath of Fire 3. Okay, so we don't need to do anything with this one. But hang on, what else can we level up here? Because I do want to show you guys some gameplay. Let's work on that. Alright. So Karak will show you some of the gameplay here, or anyone else that is curious about the ZZZ gameplay. I'll put this team out here. So all the characters in this game, they have, obviously, they're all a little bit different. And they all kind of fit into different categories in terms of like their elements and the type of attacker they are, or not even attacker. Sometimes they'll play a completely different role. Hey, oh, thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. I'm glad to show you guys, like, again, the style of the game here. So again, same makers as like just a parry there. Same makers as Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, but whereas Genshin's more like open world adventure, and Star Rail's more like a turn-based RPG kind of thing. This is more like combo-based action.
My blade is already sheathed.
Let's do one more round of that one, and then see if we can level up Nongongyu a little bit more. The real thing is that I need to build up my units better with like disk drives. If you're familiar with Genshin, same as like artifacts, or in Star Rail, relics, because that's where the bulk of the stat increases are going to come from. Like Star Wars, by the way? Yes, I do. Well, not the sequel trilogy, but Original trilogy, prequel trilogy, Clone Wars, actually all the shows, animated and live action. You guys, anyone get tickets for Mandalorian and Grogu yet? I got my tickets for IMAX later this month. Oop. Did you see that recently? Yeah, I knew about that one. Yeah, before they announced it, there were rumors going around. Oh, they're gonna announce the 50th anniversary coming to IMAX, and I was like, oh, that sounds like it would be a smart idea. You're still going. Oh, it's the original version. Oh, I mean, I might just go for just the novelty of 50th anniversary. Haven't seen The Mandalorian at all. Oh, The Mandalorian is pretty solid. The thing is, so here's the thing. I like all the shows because all the live action shows are basically Filoni-verse except for Andor. The problem is they weren't very clear. Now, if you're obviously if you're like a diehard fan and you watch everything as it comes out, then you're fine. But someone going into The Mandalorian and Mandalorian season 2 probably doesn't realize, oh, I'm supposed to watch Book of Boba Fett now, or oh, I'm supposed to watch Ahsoka now, or oh, it's like all these shows, they're all essentially part of the same universe, and they all kind of like the characters come in and out of these shows, and then you're watching Mandalorian season 3, and if you haven't watched all the other side shows, it's like, wait, when did this happen? Where did this character go, or when did this character come back, and yada yada yada. So that's I wish they were better about that. You know. Let's see. I'll look more into X. I'll look into X more before I add it. Look into reviews and get a feel for character design, writing, gameplay, and other stuff. Okay. Never gotten to Clone Wars. Don't hate. Clone Wars is it's 7 seasons, but a couple things that make it not as long as it seems. Season, I think it was 6. Season 6 was like half a season because then it got canceled on Cartoon Network. And then season 7 is only like half a season because they're like, oh, let's bring this back for half a season to give it proper closure on Disney Plus. So in reality, it's only like 6 seasons. And then these episodes are like 20 minutes long. So you can get through a whole bunch real fast. And it's fantastic. Clone Wars is... I know a lot of people didn't like the prequel trilogy. I like the prequel trilogy, but the Clone Wars series does a great job of kind of like filling in things like and events that happen in between 2 and overlapping 3, and not just filling in events, but also like developing these characters a bit more, like kind of fleshing out these characters that you knew from the prequels. It's a big it's a big connected universe, but the thing is like if you go through like the movies, like that's like one big story thread, right? And then if you go through like Clone Wars, that's like one big story thread. And like Rebels, it's connected to Clone Wars, but and like almost like a pseudo continuation, but it's definitely its own thing. But it's like Mandalorian season 1, season 2, but then it goes into the Book of Boba Fett, which if you get into that one, you really should know about Ming-Na Wen's character from Clone Wars as well. But yeah, there's a lot to kind of like weave in and out of. So I wish they did a better job of telling people, like, if you're gonna want to watch Mandalorian season 3, make sure you watch these other shows that we've come out with recently too. So, like, it's like the Arrowverse kind of. Don't think I qualify as a Star Wars fan anymore outside of Kylo Ren. The only things I super like in Star Wars anymore are prequels and Clone Wars. Didn't hate the prequel trilogy. I like the prequel trilogy. Thought it could be better, but I still find it rewatchable. I think you should give the Clone Wars series a shot. Now, it does get off to a bit of a slow start because obviously they were kind of finding their footing. But start out with the Clone Wars movie, like the animated movie, because that introduces some key characters. It's not the greatest movie, but think of it more like an extended premiere for the Clone Wars series, if that makes sense. So, watch the Clone Wars movie, and then start the Clone Wars series. Now, the episodes actually don't all air in like chronological order. which I think you're fine if you just watch it as in like release order. But if you really wanted to find out, like, hey, what's the actual chronological order for the Clone Wars series, that could be something you can easily look up. I think the sequel trilogy is objectively bad, but I still like Kylo Ren specifically because Adam Driver might be certainly has its bad BA moments throughout, like the final boss in Phantom Menace or Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, no, I enjoyed the prequel trilogy, but I do see some arguments in terms of like, because like if you think about it, we had Phantom Menace and then we had a massive time jump, so really we only really got to know. Like, we got to know, like, the character's origins from Phantom Menace, but we really didn't really get to know Anakin through a full trilogy, because we got to know that Anakin for only 2 movies. So, but yeah, Clone Wars does a fantastic job of fleshing out these characters even more. I'm sure there's a Wikipedia page for what to watch in order. Oh, absolutely, I'm sure. But, yeah, again, you're fine going through it in release order, which is what I watched it in, but going through, you'll, at some point, if you do that, you'll notice, like, wait a second. Aren't they... Didn't this happen, or I feel like this takes place like a season and a half ago, and then you'll be like, oh, actually you're supposed to, yeah. I'll give Clone Wars another watch. Yeah. Again, keep in mind it gets off to a slow start, but I will say one of the main characters of Clone Wars ended up becoming like my favorite Star Wars character overall. Like, they do a great job of developing these characters. And I can't. There's some other characters I can't even mention without spoiling things, but yeah. Again, start out with the Clone Wars movie, but just again think of it more like an extended premiere episode for the show. Let's see. Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie. The problem with the sequel trilogy is it's 2 different creators with different reasons to make films. Okay, so I thought Last Jedi was a horrible Star Wars movie, but like it was perfectly fine and entertaining in its own, like on its own. As a standalone film, it's very entertaining. But as a Star Wars movie, like fitting into like the lore of everything, I didn't really like it. I did really like the Obi-Wan series. Yeah, that one was kind of its own thing as well. Yeah, of the live action, I feel like okay, so Andor is definitely like its own thing, and then Obi-Wan was definitely its own thing. Even though the main director for the series, like the show leader, showrunner, or whatever, was one of Filoni's best collaborators from his own series. But yeah, most of the live action shows have fit into kind of like the Filoniverse. So we're talking like Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and etc. etc. And all of that stems from the Clone Wars. So a lot of people didn't realize that when they were watching, because like obviously like people made a big deal about the Mandalorian when it came out, like, oh, this is so good. But the thing is, it was really, if you watch Mandalorian, you're like, this is clearly a continuation of the Clone Wars, just now in live action. So that's why it's really good to go through the Clone Wars. Didn't care for Force Awakens whatsoever. It's A New Hope. Yeah, it is A New Hope again. I will say, I mean, was it entertaining? Sure, but I felt like it was a wasted opportunity. That's why I feel really. I feel like we were robbed, because obviously, like, so George Lucas, yeah, his movies, not everyone liked all of them like the same, right? But at the very least, he tried to do something different with every single movie. So the fact that he wrote treatments for a sequel trilogy, and Disney was like, no thanks, we're gonna do our own movie for the fans. I was like, man. Didn't have any expectations for The Last Jedi. I was blown away. I mean, I wasn't giving it a chance, but like, and there were some really like, the movie is very well like shot. And there's some really like visually impressive moments. Called the maneuver. But yeah, as a Star Wars film, and kind of like and kind of following up on lore and stuff like that, and like the drama and everything, like I'm like, this was not where things should have gone. Is having Count Dooku as your favorite Star Wars character a hot take? I mean, I'm sure he's someone's favorite. He's someone's favorite. Love the actor Christopher Lee, but is Dooku good? I think they're fine. I just think they were underutilized. And again, if you think that they were underutilized in the movies, I think you would genuinely like watching the Clone Wars, because again, the Clone Wars covers that entire era of Star Wars of the timeline. So from everything from two, like from like the end of 2, and even through 3, and then once you get through Clone Wars. So again, that takes place basically around before and around Revenge of the Sith. After that, Filoni made another series once they made the jump to Disney Plus from Cartoon Network called Star Wars Rebels, and that one is essentially, you think of it as like a continuation of all that stuff, but now it's 5 years before A New Hope. Had very little to work with. Yeah. So again, they didn't have a ton of Dooku in the movies because again, they had a lot to get through in basically 3 movies, but really 2 movies because that's where Dooku would have come into play. A lot of that kind of setup was done off screen between or before 2. But again, check out Clone Wars if you guys haven't, because I think you guys would really like that. If you're fans of Count Dooku, like the character, and fans of all the stuff around that era of Star Wars. All right, let's turn it upgrading here. So FYI, just giving you some info about me personally. As much as I love Star Wars, I'm a bigger fan of Star Trek. I didn't start watching Star Trek until, when was it? Well, okay, growing up, I'd seen like 3 random episodes of Star Trek just in passing, and I found out later there were actually three very important episodes, like key episodes of series and of the shows. But I'd seen 3 previously, and I think they were all from Next Generation. And then years down the road, what was it? What was the one? Hold on. What was the Star Trek movie that came out around the same time? I want to say it was around the same time as Iron Man 3. Let me find out. Yeah, I think it was Star Trek Into Darkness. So yeah, Kelvin timeline. Yeah. What was it? So I mean, I even though I hadn't really watched Star Trek up until that point, I mean, I had heard enough about the some major characters and stuff like that, and whatnot. So I went into. So what happened was I went to see Iron Man 3. Some guy, because I was sitting like near the back row, and some guy like literally like right next to me was on his phone the whole time. So when I complained to the theater afterwards in an email, I'm like, "Oh, you guys should do this." And they're like, "Oh, so we're sorry. Next time, just like step out, let one of our ushers know, and we'll take care of it." But they were like, "Oh, for your trouble, we'll give you a free pass to another movie." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, let's see what's playing right now," and doesn't do Wrath of Khan any justice, right? But I hadn't seen it at the time yet. So, but anyway, so they gave me a free ticket to see the movie or see any movie again. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, I've already seen Iron Man 3 now, so let's go see what else is up. And I decided to go to check out Star Trek Into Darkness. And then after watching that, I started then watching. What did I go watch? I think I watched the 2009 Star Trek, but then I went back. Against a friend of mine who's a very big Star Trek fan, against their, well, I didn't talk to him beforehand, so I just started, and then they're like, "No, why are you doing it in that order?" So what ended up happening after I watched Into Darkness and I watched Star Trek, I went back and watched the movies, not the shows, the movies, but I was watching them in whatever order that they were showing up on, like, was it TNT? It was probably TNT. Just showing up on reruns. So yeah, whatever order they were popping up, I was watching them on TNT. And eventually I got through all of them. And then I was like, okay, well, why don't I go back and like watch like Next Generation? Because that's like the one that like everyone talks like great things about, yada yada yada. It's the one that I remember seeing in passing when I was growing up. It was because like that's the big one at the time. And so I started watching that because that was also in syndication on TNT at the time. So it was real easy to just kind of watch like, oh, there's these episodes, watch a few a day, come back the next day, watch a few more, and not even just like because I would just like set it on record, watch it while I'm like eating lunch or watch it while eating dinner or whatever. Honestly, I would never recommend the way I first watched Star Wars to anyone. I generally for Star Wars I recommend release order, but yeah. So I ended up watching Next Generation, and I found out. Well, actually, I found out from a friend before I did all this.
I am having an ad, so I am missing.
Oh
your
no!
comment.
I'll resume it here in a second. Here. 5, 4, 6, 2. No, yeah, that's awful. That is awful. For a first viewing, I would recommend Star Wars in release order. But then after that, you can watch any order you want. Some people like to do it in chronological, but I recommend release order before chronological. But thank you for the sub. You should be back by now. But anytime, by the way, this goes for everyone. Anytime you sub, resub, or gift subs on the channel, you get a sub summon. And when you get to 5, you can force me to summon on Fire Emblem Heroes in any banner of your choosing with my own orbs. Sometimes it might cost money. But let me give you a sub summon. Put you on the list here. Based on what I could find at Blockbuster Video. Okay, no, that's kind of like me. Like, okay, I'm gonna watch all the Star Trek films, but only in whatever order they're showing up on TNT. Like, oh, there's the one I haven't seen, or there's one I haven't seen. So no, that's fair. That happens sometimes. You guys remember Blockbuster? Good times, good times. All right, but the ad should be over, or you should be back from it now. And Hollywood Video, yep, that one too. Is it fair to watch the Star Trek films out of order? So again, I think for me it didn't matter so much because even though I hadn't seen a ton of Star Trek prior to, I mean, like I had been around enough Star Trek fans and I'd heard enough about like these characters and just the overall like the franchise and the series that I kind of had a basis for characters like, Kirk, Picard, Khan, Spock, Janeway. I had some background that I could kind of follow these stories. Like, I don't even remember like the order that I saw the Star Trek films. I want to say one of the first ones I saw was First Contact, I think, which I loved. Like, if I had to pick a favorite Star Trek film, it's probably First Contact. Right? Probably First Contact. Fun fact, for high school graduation, we had to write an essay on nostalgia. I chose Blockbuster. I remember those days. I'm a Star Trek fan. I don't think the order matters too much. Yeah. But again, I went into it kind of having background on these characters anyway, so I don't think that really matters. But if you're going in completely blind, like maybe it might matter, but I think probably more so than choosing like an order. I think more it probably would make sense. Like if you're gonna do like an original series film, do those like kind of sort of in order. Like don't watch them backwards or anything like that. Or if you're gonna watch the Next Generation films, watch those kind of sort of in order, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like don't jump around. Like that would make more sense to me, rather than worrying too much about like the overall order. Most of my nostalgic memory was going to Blockbuster and renting Yu-Gi-Oh! DVDs to watch with my childhood best friend. I remember going to Blockbuster and renting VHS tapes and video games. Like that's how I got into the Zelda series. I wanted to get a Dreamcast. They announced that they were shutting down because of the impending PlayStation launch. They're like, oh, Dreamcast was too little too late. And then I got mad at PlayStation. So I was like, I'm going to rent the game that Nintendo literally just bumped up to the same launch date as PS2, which happened to be Majora's Mask. And I'm like, all right, we're renting this game. I didn't get very far into because new games were only 2-day rentals. Didn't get very far, but I ended up liking it enough. I'm like, okay, well, let's go back and buy the game that like is the more popular one, which is Ocarina of Time. That's how I got into Zelda. Lurk, have a great stream. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the raid. But yeah, that's how I got into the Zelda series through Blockbuster. Yeah, VHS tapes, I remember you had to rewind those things, otherwise they would charge you a fee when you returned it.
If it's you, manager, we can go out.
Alright, let's see. We have to do the other events.
We can go out anytime.
Oh, wait, we did... Yeah, the puzzle was the other one, so I guess that's still done. Destiny said to do Hollow Zero. I just kind of grind this out. Because, yeah, it makes sense that this would change completely for Season 3. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been a hyperfixation for me for over 2 decades as a result. Does anyone else remember Pokemon Snap? When it came out, Best Buy had a kiosk that when you brought your game in, you plugged your game in, you would access your save file, and you could print out your pictures on stickers. Like it would have sticker paper loaded into the printer that was built into the kiosk, and you could print out your photos on stickers. I remember getting 2 sets of stickers. I still have one of them. I don't know where the other one is. Like I should have it somewhere, but the one I have still, is a cool set of photos I took of. Each of them had 2 of the Pokemon in the shot. So I have a picture with like 2 Pikachus eating apples on a tree stump while shooting thunderbolts. I have a picture with like 2 Bulbasaurs, 2 Charmanders, and 2 Squirtles. But then I also had another set of stickers, which it pains me that I don't know where they are or where they went. But they had stickers of Mew. And I'm like, dang it. And 64 is before your time. Before your time. My first home console was Wii. What was your first game system overall? Because my first system was probably NES, but then afterwards, my cousin, my older cousin, she's like 13 years older than me, she gave our family her old Atari 2600, which years later, I think it was 2010, I ended up getting signed by Nolan Bushnell, the founder of Atari, so that's cool. And then I didn't have a Super Nintendo, but we did have a Game Gear, which prompted me to get the Sonic the Hedgehog comics, and then eventually won a Dreamcast. Actually, no, first I wanted a Sega Nomad. I lost that vote to my siblings, who voted for N64, so we had an N64 in the house. But yeah. And back to internet. I'm back. My internet cut out, sorry. What was your thoughts on Star Trek Wrath of Khan? It was really good. No, I think, yeah, 2 was... I didn't see them in order, but I remember really enjoying that one. And again, I had gone into it, still own an OG NES. Yeah, we actually had 2 growing up, but it's because my dad insisted that, I don't know if you guys ever saw the piano NES game. Those are like, it's called Miracle Piano, and it came with like a MIDI like keyboard, and then there was a game that literally taught you how to play the piano. So he insisted on one NES being sealed with that game in it, so we would always be able to learn piano, and then another NES we had on top of it where we could play any game we wanted, like Mario or whatever. So we had 2. I still have at least one of them, like here somewhere. The foldable GBA. Oh, so GBA. The GBA SP. And DS Lite were your first game systems. Okay. Spock dies at the end of the film spoiler. Yeah. No, that one I don't know if I saw that coming, because I didn't know that happened in that film. But when it was happening, I think because I had seen, was it Into Darkness? It was like, wait, this makes sense now. Like I get the reference. Or something. It was somewhere. But again, I didn't know it was gonna happen in that film. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Was it Into Darkness? I can't remember now. But yeah, my favorites were probably First Contact. Like surprisingly, some of the ones that I didn't see. Reverse the rules. Yeah. So when I saw Wrath of Khan, I was like, I get it now. I get it now. Yeah. That's what it was. Because again, Into Darkness, I think, was the first one I saw, like, ever. But yeah, interesting enough, I think some of the last ones I saw were, because like they were just not aired on TNT as often as the other ones. which is literally so the ones that I think were among the last I saw were Star Trek the movie, so the first one, Generations, surprisingly. So it's like technically it's the first of the I think it's the first of the Next Generation ones, even though it has casts from both or whatever. And then whatever the last Next Generation film was. Oh, but backtracking, I know we talked about this. Like, so again, growing up, I just randomly seen like 3 Star Trek episodes. I didn't even know like anything about the show, but they were just on when like a TV was on or whatever. And they caught my interest enough that I didn't change the channel. But Nemesis, okay, yeah, you hated that one. I didn't particularly like it either, but yeah, it was one of the last ones I saw just because like TNT never aired it, like rarely aired it. There's a big black line across it from the issues inside the top screen, and the hinges broke, so I have to hold the top screen forward or the entire top screen goes. You can probably get that fixed by someone. If you really want to keep your old DS Lite and for the nostalgia, you can probably still get it repaired by someone or buy parts to repair to like fix those, like to fix the screen and fix the hinge. But yeah, so again, growing up, had seen 3 random episodes, and then when I mentioned that on, I think I made a Facebook post back in the day. I was telling people like, oh, I've only seen like 3 episodes, and then I think that's what prompted people to be like, if you only you haven't seen Star Trek, what this is seriously damaging to your nerd cred or whatever. I was like, oh, but anyway, so someone commented like those are like 3 of the most significant episodes ever, and should watch TOS TNG. Yeah, I've seen all of Next Generation at this point. And at this point, I have seen portions of Voyager. I'm getting different opinions from people on what I should watch, like in full after Next Generation. Some people saying Voyager, some people saying Deep Space Nine. But let me go back to my 3 episodes. So again, someone commented like those just happen to be like 3 of the most significant episodes because like something like cast change or whatever. So one was from Next Generation. I think it was season 1, if I remember. And it was actually the episode might even be called The Blob. So basically, all I remembered at the time was that they basically were kind of stranded on this like barren planet, but there was this big black amorphous blob, and it was very dangerous and whatever. And like that's all I remembered initially. And then when I saw it again, like when I was like binging Next Generation, I'm like, that's it, that's the one. So, and then I found out, or then I remembered. Actually, I don't even know if I remembered. I probably just found out. I found out. Oh, this is why it was. There was referred to as a big cast change. So I was like, and then I was sad. So, Von Drago, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Kenichiban, welcome. I know you. Von Drago, how was your stream? We're raiding from Canada. That's a long distance raid there. How's NTE? We've had some people in our community start playing it. It's on my radar, but I haven't gotten around to trying it. But how is it going? It was good. Got your car? I hear a lot of people are into the whole like how you get around in that game, and that some people are playing it just for that. But yeah, I've been hearing about it. I've been seeing a lot of people playing and streaming it. Thank you for shouting them out, Kaizen. Yeah, we're playing some ZZZ. We just caught up on some events that were ending soon. So like the puzzle one and all that stuff. This one here I can't finish yet for another 2 days. Probably gonna do some Hollow Zero. Just grind it out because apparently like the season's ending soon. It's GTA anime, people called it. Oh yeah, I'm behind in ZZZ. How far are you? Because 2.8 drops in like 3 days. Actually, let me check on that real quick. Because we are going to be pulling for Lucia. I mean, I always I thought, well, once I played the story, I was like, oh, this character's cool. But I wasn't planning on pulling for them, but apparently they were really good for some of the teams I have. So we're like, all right, we'll pull for them. This banner ends in 1 day and 17 hours. So Tuesday. Okay, so Tuesday's when we're... Is it Tuesday? Hold on. No, it is Tuesday. Huh. Okay, I guess our Lucia pulls are on Tuesday. I thought they were on... Okay, because Wednesday, again, for those who don't know, I'm a teacher. I actually teach a high school band. And our music awards banquet is on Wednesday. So we'll start stream a little later. In fact, I'll probably be streaming in a suit that day. So that'll be fun. But I thought that's when our ZZZ polls were going to be. But apparently it's going to be on Tuesday. So, yeah. We're not going to do story, the new part of the story, 2.8 story, until Friday at the earliest, because I always like to give people a head start so I don't spoil them and stuff like that. Also, I use my 3DS for my DS game, so I'd probably want to rebuy Classic GBA, if anything. Okay, like the non-clamshell design. But remember, that one doesn't have a backlight. So, but the GBA SP, yeah, you can get one with one that has a backlight, one that has a front light. The front light's the earlier one. It doesn't look as good because it still looks a little washed out. But then later on, they gave it a backlight, which looks a lot better. So people often just call it the SP2, even though I don't think it was ever officially called that. I'm really behind. It's been a while, but I caught up in NT. Well, yeah, because it just came out. But I've seen a lot of people talking about it too. And I mean, some of it's like not maybe super fair because like a lot of people online are complaining about like, oh, these cutscenes don't look as great, and then they're comparing it to like some of the newer Genshin cutscenes, and I'm like, guys, come on, NT just started and just came out. They're gonna find their footing, and the artists and animators are gonna push the envelope a little more each time as they go. Thank you for the Star Wars and Star Trek conversation. Huge nerf. Yeah. I'm definitely more on the Star Wars side, but I've grown to appreciate everything that I've seen from Star Trek so far, including, again, I've seen all the Star Trek movies at this point, and I've seen, at least I think I have. Did they ever make that fourth Kelvin movie or no? I can't remember. But I've seen most, if not all, of the Star Trek movies, and I've seen all of Next Generation, and again, parts of Voyager. So now the big question for the sci-fi fans in the chat: Firefly, where are we on that? NTE super stylish. If I had more time, I'd play more of it. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, I already play 3 Hoyo games on top of being like a big Nintendo person. So, and we are getting a new Fire Emblem this year. So there's that. So I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan and collector. One of the biggest, if not the biggest, Fire Emblem collections in the world. Just got to unlocking summons. Got the character voiced by Amberly Connors and stopped. No, they did not. Kelvin fourth movie. They're coming back with. Okay, so they did make the 4th movie. Yeah, they are coming back with Firefly. Yes, but what are your guys' thoughts on that? Because that is absolutely my favorite show of all time. Firefly, watch it and ensure you watch the movie after. Yes. Don't have time for 10 active gotchas. Did you have like 13 at one point? Some have to get dropped hiatus status. Yeah. I can manage maybe like 5 active ones max. Yeah, see, again, the fact that I'm playing Genshin, Starl, and ZZZ is already kind of like pushing the limit for me. Especially if I do still plan on playing like other games as they come out, like, like Fire Emblem, and we're going to be playing Persona 3 Reload soon, and Final Fantasy 7 Remake and stuff like that, so. Watch TOS episodes Space Seed, which is a prequel to Star Trek II Wrath of Khan. Yeah, I'll probably watch all of TOS at some point. But if you guys had to pick, for someone who hasn't seen TOS, hasn't seen Deep Space Nine, and has only seen maybe like a couple episodes of Voyager, which of those 3, knowing that I have seen all of Next Generation, which of those 3 do you think I should watch next? Because most people seem to think that I should watch either Deep Space Nine or Voyager. Do they take place around the same time? I think that's the general consensus not the consensus. That's the general vibe I get from people, that they basically take place around the same time. But they're different shows. Like Voyager, I hear, is like, again, you're like on the Enterprise and you're kind of going around different places, whereas Deep Space Nine is a space station. Yes. ZZ honestly probably would be dropped if it wasn't a secondary stream game for when HSR has nothing. I will say I am enjoying I'm enjoying ZZZ more than I probably was like maybe like a year ago. Like, honestly, at the moment, if I had to drop one of the Hoyo games, it might be Star Rail, but mostly just, I mean, I still love the characters, and I love the epic like final boss fights and all that stuff. It's just I feel like a lot of the planets have been like missed opportunities. HSR is easily my favorite Hoyo game. Like, again, I've enjoyed parts of different of all the planets, but I think Penacony was not Penacony. I think Eurilo 6 was the last one. Where like, this is like that's how I got stuck on playing the game, because I played the final battle in Eurilo 6 and I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. This is pretty cool. But yeah. If I ever do get a new capture card and can stream Switch games, do you want my old one? It's just sitting here collecting dust. By the way, if anyone needs either a capture card, I have the HD60S Plus. If anyone needs a Stream Deck, I have the Stream Deck XL and the Stream Deck Plus, because I had the two of those and I upgraded to the new Stream Deck Plus XL, which is the giant one. So I have the capture card. I have two Stream Decks that I don't need. Yeah. Deep Space Nine before Voyager. Wait, it takes place before it, or you just want me to watch it before it? DS9 and Voyager and TNG all take place in the 24th century, while TOS takes place 100 years before, and Enterprise takes place 100 years before TOS. Okay. Hey, Darth Darkrai. That one surprised me. Wait, which one surprised you? Swaps between second and third slot for overall. DS9 establishes some of the political backstory with some characters in Voyager. Okay. Which one came out first? Or did they come out at the same time? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of, same time. Like, which one started airing first? Oh, that I dropped Starro. I'm not saying I'm going to. I'm just saying if I had to choose, like, right now, it'd very hesitantly probably be Starro. Because, again, I love the characters. I love the art style. I love the premise of the game. I just feel like the Cianjo Lafu, Penacony, Amphorius, they've built up these, like, they set up really good stories, very interesting stories, and then it's just kind of like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, they haven't really, like, stuck the landing, you know, since, what's the name of the city? But the one in Eurilo 6, the snow planet. The meteor drop is when everyone is hooked on. Yeah, exactly. That's why. P5X is basically become eternal number 1. Nikkei and HSR swap for 2 and 3, depending on how mad I am at Nikkei any given moment. DS9 has best character development. TNG, then DS9, and then Voyager. That is in order. Okay. DS9 aired first. Voyager is basically a spin-off of DS9, while DS9 is a spin-off of TNG. Okay. Then I'd probably, knowing that, probably would do Deep Space Nine next. Now, when you say it's a spin-off, did they overlap in terms of airings at all, or was one before the other? Because I know they were all during the 90s. Right? Ish. Kind of. I like my turn-based RPG, so HSR is comfortable for me gameplay-wise. I mean, sure, but like Bellabog, thank you. I was like, why can't I remember this city? Though I loved all Penacony. I mean, again, I loved parts of Penacony. It's just I feel like by the end of it, I was just like, this is not as exciting an ending as I was hoping. I think with Bellabog, they really, really stuck the landing. And again, there are moments in each planet's story that I like. It's like, this is amazing, this is fantastic, but I just feel like overall, Bellabog's final battle like just really capped off like a really good like intro to the game. All right, what else are we doing in ZZZ? Hollow Zero, that's right. Plus, story's largely great outside of endings and the entire Lafu. I don't think I hate the Lafu as much as you do, though. Like, again, I like it enough. But was it amazing? No, but I think I still liked it enough. Several characters are among my favorites. You can say Deep Space Nine introduced Voyager. Okay. Did they overlap in terms of airing? Where's Hollow Zero? Hollow Zero. Oh, this one refreshes in 5 hours too, so we better do those. Without spoiling anything. They did per se. Okay. Would you guys recommend I just watch all of Deep Space Nine and then watch all of Voyager, or should I like try and kind of go back and forth with like episode airing order or something like that? I don't know. Oh, hey, what's going on? Hey.
So DS9 hast their pilot emissary which features Picard sailing off
Oh.
Cisco, but TNG has a zwei-parter called Birthright Parts 1 and 2 and Part 1 features Julian Bashir who was the main doctor on DS9 and Voyager introduced Kim and Paris at Quarks.
Okay. Yeah, again, I have seen all of Next Generation. I mean, it's been a while, but I've seen all of Next Generation. Okay. So yeah, it sounds like Deep Space Nine would definitely be the right choice to go into next. Forgot they had that accent. We should probably change it every now and then. We used to do that. Venturine, Cypher, Topaz, Cyrene, Cass, Firefly are all among top RPG characters. Again, I love all the characters. Like the whole like Firefly arc was fantastic. I just feel like Penacony overall was not amazing. Or not as amazing as I was hoping. There'll be a point in DS9 where you could watch both. Not exactly sure what season episode. I mean, I could probably find out, like, oh, when did this air? When did this air? Or when did this season air? And probably, at least in that regard, kind of figure out a way to watch it. Hold on. So, Sissia, Yanagi, and Rena. Okay. But yeah, it sounds like Deep Space Nine is the correct choice next. I will say this, and a lot of people are shocked to find this out, but I only recently, like, and when I say recently, I mean like this year, 2026, just watched for the first time the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Gotta go eat, but have an excellent stream and a good May 4th. Yes, you too. Thank you again for the raid. And again, guys, if you haven't done so, hit the follow button, join our Discord. You can also follow on social media. We stream every day, so I'll be back here tomorrow. What's the plan for tomorrow before you guys start? If you guys gotta go, because it is 10 p.m., but we'll still be on for a while. Plan tomorrow is looks like we don't have a plan. Wait, oh, thank you for the bits.
TNG also has an episode called Firstborn which has Quark who forgives Riker of his death for info.
Okay, is this all in the last season? I should probably like, because again, it's been a while since I've seen TNG. Maybe I'll give the seventh season a rewatch before diving into Deep Space Nine. Problem is, I gotta figure out where I can watch all these. But because before they used to be on, and I don't know if they still are. They were on Hulu. I don't know if they still are, because I think Paramount has they long since released their own streaming service, so which I don't have. But yeah, I'll see if I can maybe give the 7th season a rewatch if it helps to set up Deep Space Nine. All right, they wanted me to use, or at the very least, there's rewards for these. Are you in the U.S.? Yes. Chicago. Best city.
I may be slow, but I still have 2 fists to swing.
Can I check the rewards to see who else I haven't done this with? Paramount Plus 10? Ah, I don't have that. Let's see if I can find someone that does. Hang on, I need to find... No, is this it? Redemption requires atonement. The thing is, literally fleeing to avoid, and they're treating it like that's redemption when it's not. Some of the main problems not just with Penacony, but HSR as a whole. Penacony had a great irredeemable villain, and then they tried to redeem him. How caught up are you in Starro right now, Kaizen? Because I know that's a streaming game for you. Yeah, Redemption Parts 1 and 2 is undermined by DS9 by way of Warrior DS9. Halfway through 4.1. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll just put an agent that I'm used to playing for now. Bang boo. So Deep Space Nine, then Voyager. Would you guys then recommend TOS, then Enterprise, or Enterprise, then TOS? And what about that new, what about Picard? I'm guessing that's any time after TNG, which I've already seen. Alright, that's Lucia. I can't stand how they handle 2 out of 5 Express members. Does frustrate me. I don't dislike any of the Express members. Ba-da-da-da.
I blew my tongue. Shoot, this beard is... Oh.
Let's see, TOS then Enterprise. Okay, Picard's continuation of TNG. Okay, so see it as essentially a prequel, but after seeing the original. Biggest issue for HSR as a whole is Dunhung taking over every planet. It was fine for the Lawfu. It's been a massive detriment to every other Express member every time since. I mean, the way I see it is that basically they're gonna want to send like the 3 like the kids just because they want us to like get the experience and all that stuff, right? Right? That's the way, at least in my head, that I'm making sense of it. All right, let's get this battle here. Again, I don't really know how to use the Cia yet, but they suggest using it for Hollow Zero for rewards. Maybe after we do this set, I think I have to use these characters twice. But after this set, we'll make sure when we check the rewards, we'll check what other characters we haven't done this with yet. Is this empty? Oh, mysterious voice. Oh, hey, friends. Yeah, so this character, Yanagi, she's an electric type character. Whereas if I switch, Miyabi here is an ice type character.
Damn, damn! Let's not disappoint our customers.
And that's Rina. Penacony, he wasn't supposed to leave the Express. It still had more screen time than the others put together via the Boot Hill plot. Force is supposed to be the March planet. She was barely in it, and she got 5 times her screen time. Oh, and he got 5 times her screen time plus a special new form. I mean, so did she. And we definitely got more. We got like new lore for her, which I appreciate. Miasma? No way, I thought this kind of thing only appeared in Lemnian Hollow. Yada yada yada. Agreed. She got a new form because it's meant to be a planet about her, but somehow he still stole most of the screen time. I mean, yeah, he had a lot of screen time because he was there with us, but I do feel like it was still a very significant planet for like March lore, which I appreciate because that was one thing that I was like wondering about like since very early on.
It's over.
Such provocations don't go.
Planet should have had nothing to do with him. Sure, but that doesn't mean for me like I don't think like he can't be like helping us out on the planet. Because again,
It's over.
it seems like they established early on that they're gonna be sending us down to the planets, you know, take care of whatever needs taken care of in groups of 3s.
Don't be afraid.
And there's basically, you know,
Hurt.
3, I guess, younger Express team members. So they're gonna want us to get that experience.
It's over.
And only Himiko and Walt will help out only when needed. Ow.
You're the prey.
I need healing.
Damn, damn! Let's not disappoint our customers.
I got a lot of healing. A lot of healing, please. And that was bad. This one's new. Wait, isn't there a thing normally here of like healing? No. I need it. Oh no. It's usually over here. Well, that's not good.
Wow, a gift from the lost boy.
over.
Shocked to see that kid's fired up too. Damn, damn! Let's not disappoint our customers.
Such provocations don't go unanswered. Waste of time. I swear on my blade.
I need healing. I have no health.
My blade is already sheathed.
Time trial and encounter. I really need healing, guys.
Weakling.
Price difference. Oh great, we're going into final, or not final, but like one of the bosses now. Oh no.
Fall into despair.
I swear on my blade.
Hey Charlotte, welcome in. How are you doing today?
Weakling.
I have like no health right now. We're trying to get this battle done here.
Kindly fall into despair.
I swear on my blade. It's over. No room.
Victory, the only option.
It's over.
Don't be afraid. It won't hurt. You can't escape my gaze. I'm going for it. What are you looking at?
Resistance is futile.
Shocked to see the kid fired up too. Don't be afraid. It
I think I can see my deeper dive into punk rock more broadly and Blink 182 specifically. Nice.
It's pointless to resist. My heart is a mirror.
better not let me corner again, please.
We win. Determine that there are at least 4 punk rock records I now want. Never mind the box. London Calling. Oh, nice. Take off pants and jacket. And American Idiot. Nice. So good choices there. Can we get some healing? No, why not? Yeah, he's gonna die. Like, is there a reason? horrible for me. Oh, back from the ads. Welcome back. 10 stream streak. Let's go. Enjoy the channel points as well.
There's no escape. Surrender.
Surrender.
That move too. Don't be afraid. It won't hurt. You can't escape my games.
Can the game just give me like healing, please? On a side, the majority of the bass recorded on Nevermind the Box. Here's the Sex Pistols wasn't recorded by either Glenn Matlock or Sid Vicious. I just want healing, guys. Can I please get healing? This is so bad, but oh, damn! I gotta pay attention.
Enemy of section 6 shall pay.
Need to stay strong. That's the key. Just willpower. Friendly talk means we're almost at the final boss. Most of the bass was played by Steve Jones, band guitarist. Okay. See, there's no healing here. Why? It's usually over here. I'm gonna die. Launching EX special attack. The whole squad restores HP, please. Yes, I want to buy. Actually, no. Increase the duration that enemies are stunned. Don't get me pulled since I don't do many events, so I'm gonna be smart with who I get now since I've gone mostly free to play. Only gonna be spending money on monthly passes and outfits. Everyone knows how the original wave of punk rock actually really only lasted maybe a year or so before it flamed out. Basically, yeah. Or at least, like, you know, the famous ones. Alright guys, we're going into this battle with like no HP. Oh, it's you.
Purging slash.
Oh, we're gonna die. I'm gonna go for all in case I see some boss I'm not supposed to. Okay, we'll be here for a while still.
Don't go unanswered.
I have work tomorrow, but Mondays are easy.
Surrender. You can't escape my gaze. Such provocations don't go unanswered.
Never go mainstream or be a million seller.
I swear on my blade.
I don't think that's really in their control, though. You know what I mean?
Weakling. Purging slash. blade is already sheathed. Let's finish the job. The light is but one step away.
Better not let me corner you again, please. You can't escape my gaze.
Such provocations don't go unanswered.
I don't know how we won. We had like no health. So claim those. How many more do we have? Up to 260. Oh, this reset. Complete stages in Hollow Zero. Wait, what? Onimushin, welcome in. How many days left on? That's a good question. Let's find out. Actually, before I do that, though, hold on. Let me check the rewards for the characters. Your Wi-Fi turned off? Okay, I'll check in a second here. I just want to make sure. Where is it? Oh, here. This is what I need to check. Because I want to see which other characters we can get rewards from here. So basically everyone except Cecilia and Yanagi. And yeah. All right, so you said that the assault. You have 4 days left. Working on rewards to see you. Yep. Gotta get those rewards. And plus 2, we're well. Thank you for the follow. We were working on Hollow Zero, and we might do a few more rounds because, well, with season 2 ending, we should probably wrap that up because it's probably gonna get reset. Let's see. Some of the major labels because the had a punk background. Yeah, I don't think that's like a hard rule. Like that's not really something that's like in their control. Taking them to a theme park. Nice. Took the band to Disneyland. They got a Disney trip out of it. Nice. And yeah, so that's why we're doing a Hollow Zero because I have not done enough to get like all the rewards in that yet. And well, with 2.8 dropping on Tuesday, that means we have 6 weeks before 3.0. many polls do I have at the moment? Let's see. 31 plus 5, that's 36. Plus 30, so 66. Plus 73. What is that? That's 139. Let me jot that down. And then there's a couple other events that are also ending. I know the puzzle one ends in like a day, so make sure you get that one done. Let's see, that one's done. That one is as done as it can be. Some really bad consequences. Claims of selling out. Who cares about what people think? Isn't that part of the point of punk bands? I would argue. Yeah. Let's see, and then shoe defense. You got 11 days on that. So let's do another round of Hollow Zero. Hopefully we don't lose too much HP this time. Okay. So let's see if we can get... I mean, it's not a lot, but let's see if we can get the Prima Gems for these. Let's die. Yikes. Okay, let's see. Funny question, are you going for anyone on the new banners coming up? We've basically been saving up, and we should be able to get Lucia. Get very militant when they feel you've crossed the line. Yeah, but again, I would argue like part of the whole punk thing is also not caring what people think. So, for a genre and mindset based on not conforming, it sure loves to enforce rules whenever you break their own rules. So both encounters here. Times at 10:35. Super hyped astronaut. gave the wrong answer apparently.
My blade is already fierce.
All right, first boss. Here we go.
My blade is already fierce.
Down, down! Let's not disappoint our customers.
Waste of time. Yes.
Ow! There goes my health again. Let's start over.
It's over.
Kindly fall into despair.
Oh, we have like no health again. Come on. Oh, dang it.
Don't be afraid. It won't hurt.
It's over.
Don't be afraid. It won't hurt.
Been on Broadway before them, so largely aren't. I would argue that.
My blade is already fierce. Mind and body.
The Queen musical. Well, actually, there might be more than one. We Will Rock You. Awful. Never see it. It's so bad. Four Seasons one was actually good. What was the name of that one? I forgot the name of the Four Seasons musical. Jersey Boys, thank you. That one was good. But yeah, We Will Rock You, so bad. Why is there no healing again? This is so...
Watch your six.
Is that a golden baby? What? Weakling.
Down, down. Let's not disappoint
Super production of We Will Rock You, but I've heard it's got... Yeah, no, it's... Yeah, no. Like, I have a pretty open mind about things. I'll give everything a chance, but like...
Perimeter under control.
No, it was so bad.
Purging slash.
Better off just listening to Queen's music away from. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but there's a lot of musicals based on music from a certain, like from a singular artist or band. It's interesting to see which ones there are. I was told there's healing. Is that it?
I'm unstoppable. My blade is already sheathed.
Come on! Don't be nervous!
Press the attack.
Don't be afraid. It won't hurt.
Mind and body.
On to the boss with no HP.
Such provocations don't go unanswered. It's over.
Back, welcome back.
Damn! Let's not disappoint our customers.
Such provocations don't go unanswered.
Sorry, I'm late, Melody.
My blade is already sheathed.
Victory, the only option.
My blade is already sheathed.
Careful, don't get scared.
Ow. Play Tony Hawk. Maybe familiar with the punk song Superman by Goldfinger. Spent so much time playing Tony Hawk 2 and 3. Again, there's no healing here. Why? Ska punk, but I don't really know what that means. Part of it's instrumentation. Sometimes you get some like trumpets and saxophones. And that should give us a shield. This will take us to healing, please.
Don't be afraid. It won't hurt. Such provocations don't go unanswered.
Nice. In some ways, reggae has always been welcomed because it wasn't mainstream. Yeah. Most people can probably name fewer than like 5 reggae, or probably fewer than 3 reggae artists if they ask them. Squad member and fieldwork. 1,000 coins. Let's go. Friendly talk. That's new. Need that shield there. Alright, wish me luck. Did you have to play something other than rock? Hold on.
Such provocations don't go unanswered.
Ow! Come on!
Don't get scared now. Fire!
Hostile dub reggae.
To attack.
Dance, dance. Let's not disappoint our customers.
Dance,
Such
dance.
provocations don't go unanswered. Resistance accuses.
Purging slash.
I'm unstoppable.
Input down, down. Let's not disappoint our customers.
Mind and body.
The police came up with their sound. Hold on. Middle of a very fast-paced battle with like no health.
My blade is already sheathed.
Time for a surprise. Your luck's run out.
Using the other punk's fast riff if I can with contrast. Hold on.
A close call. Victory, the only option.
Weakling.
Thought you had me.
Such provocations don't go unanswered.
Vanish. Keep your eyes wide open. The picture is clear.
Don't be afraid. It won't hurt. Enemies of Section 6 shall pay.
Oh my god, okay. The police came up with a sound, fusing together punk's fast riff with contrasting halftime reggae-inspired rhythms. In Kilburn's case, it was also triggered by the music he grew up listening to in places like Beirut and Lebanon. Quick complete of Veil. Long story short, CIA guy whose job was to install anti-Soviet. Wait, install anti-Soviet dictators that the family moved around the world. Started touring with the police. Never actually saw the U.S. Let's see. Claim all. Or I think we did already. Two other punk bangs. Definitely want to get deeper into. Okay. Owns his own indie label, Hellcat Records. Let's see. Each of these gives us 20 in exchange for 2. Here we can exchange 10 and get 160, so that's a better deal. Higher license levels are not unlocked yet? What? How do I unlock them? Spin-off of Epitaph Records. I think it's his given name. I mean, Armstrong's a pretty common name, even if it was. All right, let's see. These are all 20. Let's collect the ones that we're not close to finishing. Child Zero. We might be done with it for now. Just using up these service cards that I have. Which it is just a few rounds, not too many. My level, I'll show you my level in a second here, so you can. Where is it? How do I check it again? Oh, here. So I'm at level 181 on investigation progress. Alright, how many pulls do I have now? Yesterday I had 132. How many rounds? Usually I only do like once a week, but like if I have time, sometimes I'll do 2 or 3. Oh, it is giving you. Okay. Let's see. 36 plus 30, so 66 plus 77, 143. So we gained 11 pulls today, which is good. Like, I could do another round if I wanted, but it's already 11. Alright, how are we doing on all our games here? Genshin 6 over trend lines. ZZZ, we're 15 over trend line, and Starrel, we are 41 over trend line. That's good.
If it's you, manager, we can go out anytime. Huh? Do you have a secret you want to find? Bear with I would. A new kid
Needs
to have made more.
Come on, Starlight. It's up.
Look, I'll help you with one. Did you call me? Yeah. I'll help. Have made. Did you call?
I'm at you.
I only have.
I shall a mission. If you need help,
Ready and waiting. Good.
I can become. I wish you take.
Awaiting further instructions.
Time to start winding down. See you next time. Alright, have a good one, Charlotte. Thanks for hanging out today. Tomorrow, actually, I don't know what we're streaming tomorrow. We'll figure it out. ZZZ doesn't reset till Tuesday. Miss tomorrow's stream. I have a ball game to attend. Okay, if you want to keep your streak going, as long as after the stream ends, just watch 5 minutes of the VOD, and that'll maintain your streak. It won't add to it, but it'll prevent your streak from being broken. So hopefully that helps.
Press the attack. Surrender.
Maybe we'll just do like just all 3 Hoyo games, just kind of doing weeklies and stuff like that tomorrow. All right, do one more of these and then we'll call it a night.
Nanagi, I'll handle it.
Ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum.
Welcome in. What mods are you going for this time? Is that it? Come back next time, you hear?
All right. All right. Any other orders of business tonight, guys? Before we wrap things up here, take a look at who we can raid. So Zorna Doom looks like they're doing Genshin. Tara's doing Zelda. Arcana's doing Genshin. Wheelie's doing Elden Ring. Have we rated Wheelie? Make sure I use up all my stuff here. All right. We are good for today, guys. Tomorrow's stream, again, we might just do kind of like all 3 Hoyo games, just kind of doing weeklies and stuff like that. Tuesday we'll do our polls for Lucia. Wednesday, I don't know what we're doing yet. Thursday's gonna be Faye, and maybe we just do our barracks, like we talked about. Thursday we have a Genshin special program and ZZZ story, probably. So maybe tomorrow we'll do all 3 dailies, weeklies, all that. But focus on more ZZZ Hollow Zero. And then Wednesday, why don't Wednesday we prioritize Genshin? Unless we want to do Pocopia or something like that. But okay, is anyone still in the chat? If anyone is, copy the subrate commands. If you're sub, but sorry, if you're not sub, but have channel points redeemed for the Hildebonk emote, you can use the Rego Ray command. If you're not sub, don't have channel points, you can use the Rego Ray command. As usual, follow on social media and join the Discord. See you guys tomorrow. Alright, I'm out. It's 11. I'm gonna get to sleep. You guys have a go and see you tomorrow for some more Hoyo stuff. Bye, guys.